In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, an ordinary afternoon turned extraordinary when a young couple stumbled upon a wild bear cub wandering alone down a suburban street. The cub was frail, trembling, and clearly disoriented. Its wide, frightened eyes and emaciated frame told a silent story, one of separation and survival. Unsure how long it had been without its mother, the couple instinctively stepped in. They didn't hesitate. With calm voices and cautious movements, they gently coaxed the frightened animal into their vehicle. It wasn't strength or training that guided them, but compassion. Back at their modest home, the bear was introduced to warmth and care, likely for the first time since it was lost. They wrapped it in soft blankets, prepared a makeshift sleeping area in a quiet room, and offered it bowls of milk and pieces of ripe fruit. The cub, initially hesitant, slowly began to trust. With each passing day, it grew stronger, and its true nature began to emerge. It was no longer just a scared orphan. It was a clumsy, playful creature with a glimmer of life in its eyes. It explored the house with curious enthusiasm, often tumbling over furniture or amusing itself by swatting at loose socks and cushions. Its awkward antics brought both laughter and tears to the couple, who had come to care deeply for their unusual guest. But the couple knew their home was not a forever sanctuary. They understood that the cub's place was not in the living room, but in the wild forests where it belonged. With heavy hearts but clear purpose, they reached out to a local wildlife rescue center. The response was swift and supportive. Trained professionals arrived to assess the cub's condition. Though still young, it was in far better shape than when first found. Thanks to the couple's temporary care, the cub had regained its strength and spirit. It was transported to a wildlife rehabilitation facility, where experts took over its care. There, it would learn essential survival skills: how to forage, how to climb, how to interact with others of its kind. The goal was never to tame, but to prepare. When the time was right and the cub was ready, it would return to the forests, not as a helpless orphan, but as a confident, capable bear. The couple occasionally receives updates. They smile through misty eyes at photos of the growing cub, stronger, bolder, and more bear-like with each passing week. They know it may never remember them, but they remember it. Their encounter with the cub was brief, but its impact was lasting. In a world often divided by fear or indifference toward wildlife, their story stands as a quiet reminder. Even a moment of kindness can help rewrite the fate of another being.